there was a case I was investigating in National Health Insurance. When President Buhari went to UK and there was a acting president, there was removal of about 10 billion naira from the National Health Insurance account. And under the law that they established that National Health Insurance scheme, nobody is supposed to move any money from that account. So one of the cases I was investigating, when I started the investigation, I had phone calls. One of them was one man who says he was chief dictator, Mr. President. And he told me, why are you investigating that matter? This matter had been investigated and concluded. The president is not happy with you. So, and he asked me to give him all the documents I have. Initially, I was taken aback and afraid. So I discussed with my wife, and my wife to say, look, from the way this man is talking, I don't think this man is the chief dictator, Mr. President. So I now call one of my aides, who is from Adamawa State. He was in the military police, so he is familiar with, those in the security apparatuses. So he said, no, give me the number that has been calling you. And I gave the number. And after about 1 hour, he called me to say that this is not Mr. President's chief detail. But later on, I received a query from the villa asking me who permitted me, who mandated me to, do that investigation. And that's a query. And I replied that under the law setting up this panel, I do not require mandate. Because if you are asking me to wait for mandate, where will I get the mandate from? If a matter is reported to me, you want me to get mandate before I will.
This was still when the vice president was acting.
Yeah, yes.
The president hasn't returned back to the country.
Exactly.
This was when the president was away for about 8 months or thereabouts.
Yeah, the president came back. The president
briefly
came back, short period before this incident, So I said, look, I am on this office I am holding. I report to the commander-in-chief. I don't report to any other authority.
IMF and World Bank are economic enslavers. What they are designed to do is to ensure that we are in a perpetual state of debt. You can never get out of IMF and Bretton Woods institutions generally, because they want to ensure that they control your economy, and when they control your economy, they control your politics, and when they control your politics, they control you, and when they control you, they bring in military bases, and when they bring in military bases, they determine who governs you, because if you don't play ball, they are going to instigate the armies to overthrow you, because in any event, African armies want to be trained in Sandhurst, they still want to be trained in the United States of America, so their world view is still dictated by those foreign powers. What we must do as a continent is to use our institution for purposes of financing our affairs. The African Development Bank was going to be such an engine, but you now know that it has almost 88 shareholders. The second largest shareholder is the United States of America. Japan has shareholding. The United Kingdom has shareholding. France has shareholding. They have seized and captured and paralyzed African Development Bank. It is only African in name. And as they say, he or she who pays the piper calls the tune. Even this sanction that you see being deployed against countries such as Zimbabwe is because we don't have an African institution. And one of the things that I hope that African Union will begin to do is to rethink how we finance our affairs. African Union itself is almost 70% financed from outside. Financed even by NGOs such as GIZ and Raoul Wallenberg Institute. And